Hello students, welcome to online classes from KVRA Academy. I am Arun Pandey. I am going to discuss class 6 subject science chapter 3 and the name of the chapter is components of food. Inside components of food chapter 3 I am going to describe proteins, sources of proteins and vitamins, sources of vitamins, minerals, then water, then about the fish I have to describe in this video. But first of all, I am going to describe our proteins. So proteins form the main structures of our body. Proteins make main structure of our body. They help in growth and body building. They help in growth of the body and body building process of the body, and also repairing worn out and damaged tissues. These are proteins. Some kind of protein help in controlling the activities inside the body. Some kind of protein controls the and helps. Some kind of protein help in controlling activities inside the body. These proteins are called enzymes. That means protein that help in controlling activities inside the body, these are called the enzymes. Once again, try to understand about enzymes. Some kind of proteins help in controlling activities of the body, they are called enzymes. Proteins also give us energy. Protein also give us energy, but not as much as carbohydrate or fat. Protein also give us energy, but not quite much energy as comparing fat and carbohydrate. So we use protein to get energy when carbohydrate and fat are in short supply. When carbohydrate and fat are short supplies, then we use protein to get energy. So carbohydrate and fat give more energy and protein gives less energy comparing fat and carbohydrate. So after this I am going to describe sources of proteins. So about sources of proteins, proteins are of two kinds, animal protein and plant protein. Protein that we get from animal are called animal protein and protein that we get from plants are called plant protein. So lean meat, fish egg, egg white, milk and cheese are animal sources of protein. And beans, pulses, groundnut, dry fruit and barley are example of plant sources of proteins. So after this I am going to describe vitamins. So vitamins are substances that are required in very small amount of our diet. Vitamins are the substances which are required in very small amount in our diet. Although they have no energy value, vitamins have no energy value. Vitamins don't provide energy to us. But although they have no energy value, they are very important for the body. For the body, they are very important. But how? Let us see. Vitamins protect our body against disease. Vitamins protect us from diseases, keep our body healthy and also help in the smooth functioning of the body. Vitamins also help in the smooth functioning of the body and prevent us from diseases. The vitamins, they are known as the letters A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and K also. Some vitamins are soluble in water. There is various vitamins. Some vitamins are soluble in water, that means they can dissolve in water, mix truly in the water. And while others are soluble in fat, some vitamins soluble in water and some vitamins soluble in fat. So each vitamin is found in particular kind of food. Each vitamin is found in particular kind of food and have a specific function. Lack of any of these vitamins lead to diseases that are called deficiency diseases. That means diseases which are caused by lack of vitamins are called deficiency diseases. So after this, I am going to describe sources of vitamins. So butter, margarine is an edible product, and eggs, cod liver oil, fruit, vegetable, fish, unpolished cereals, liver, lean meat and milk are some sources of vitamins. Later in this chapter, we study in detail about the sources and importance of some vitamins. Later in chapter, that means when we give more and more explanation about this chapter, we will learn about more and more fact about vitamins. So, importance of some vitamins and their deficiency diseases in the later in this chapter. But now I am going to describe about minerals. Minerals are substances found in the soil and water. Minerals are those substances which are found in soil also and which is found in the water also. So, minerals are taken up by plants which in turn are eaten by the animals. Minerals are taken by the plants which in turn eaten by the animals. Each mineral has a specific function to perform in the body. There is different minerals and different function in the body. So, minerals are needed in small quantities for optimal health. To stay healthy to the body, we use minerals. Minerals are important. Why? Some minerals are important for the growth and repair of the body. There is some minerals which are important for growth and repair of the body, and some minerals help in the smooth functioning of the body. Minerals help body function smoothly, but some are essential for the proper formation of bones and teeth. That means calcium and phosphorus are minerals which are essential for the proper functioning of bones and teeth. To become strong, to make strong bones, to make strong teeth, we use calcium and phosphorus also. So, a lack of these minerals in the diet lead to deficiency diseases, and that means minerals also called deficiency disease. But after this, I am going to describe about water. Water is extremely important for all living things. As you know already, water is extremely important for all living beings. In fact, the adult human body is 60% water. Adult human body is how much water? 60% water. Adult human body consists of 60% water. But it is taken in either directly by drinking. This much water is taken by either directly drinking or indirectly as a part of food. We are said to be dehydrated when amount of water in the body decreases. When the amount of water in the body will be decreases, then we said to our body that the body will dehydrate. That means lack of water inside the body. So there are many reasons why water is important. Let us see what reason why water is important. Many substances that our body needs are soluble in water. For example, vitamin C is soluble in water. What is soluble in water? Vitamin C is soluble in water. Water is essential for the proper functioning of the body. So we need a proper amount of water inside the body. Water is the main component of blood. Water is the main component of blood which transports substances such as food, waste, chemical and gases to the body. What is the main component of blood which transports substances such as food, wastage, chemicals and gases to the body? So water is used to excrete waste to urine and spit also. It keeps our body cool. When we sweat evaporate, the body is cooled. That means water has been cooling of the body in summer season. So an adult human needs around 1.5 liter of water every day. An adult human needs 1.5 liter water every day. We can live without food for several weeks, but without major harm, but you might die in the few days without water. So water is very important for our body. So after this, I am telling you, I am going to describe about roughage. So cellulose, a carbohydrate in plants, as you know already. Cellulose is carbohydrate in plants, cannot be digested. Cellulose is carbohydrate in plants, but cannot be digested. This make up the bulk of the undigested food and help in excrete solid waste from the body. It cannot be digested, cannot help to digest themselves in the body. But what it do? This make up the bulk of the undigested food and help in the excretion process from the body. And solid waste, thus including roughage in our diet, prevent constipation and ensures a proper bowel movement. So what do roughage in our body? Roughage maintains our constipation problems. Roughage remove our constipation problems and maintains proper bowel movement in the body, so our body will be fit and tidy by using roughage. So this is my explanation about chapter 3 component of food, proteins, sources of proteins, vitamins, sources of vitamins, minerals, water and roughage. So I think that this much enough. Thanks.